Hi folks, hope you're well. I just got another message from that individual that I spoke about last night, or the last video. The first message she sent this morning was, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. No, it isn't. It isn't. It was in the day when David wrote it, because in that day fear of God was important, because people had the law. They had to try and keep to the law. Also, they had to respect God because they were in that situation where the law and there were rules that applied. Now, we're not in that time. We have Christ. We have relationship with God. The Son of God was sent down. We, the Gentiles, now have relationship with God. It is shameful, the absolute crap level of teaching in church. It is absolutely bloody shameful that you've got people who go to church in 2024 who still think that what David wrote before Christ is relatable now. It is not. Most of which David wrote is not relatable now. I'm not saying none of it is, but most of it isn't. Most of Proverbs. The Lord came to give us a new covenant. A new covenant. That means the old one is gone. Why do people keep on going back to the old, thinking that that's relevant to us? It's not even relevant to a Jewish Christian now. To someone who believes in Christ who's a Jew, it's not relevant to them. How on earth people think it's relevant to someone who's a Gentile? The stupidity, the absolute moronic stupidity of people. I mean, it's like, for goodness sake, before you're born, God gave you a brain. Do you think maybe you can use it? Do you think maybe you're supposed to use the bloody thing? The whole point. Yeshua said, I leave you the helper. Why? For this very reason, to be led. Because left to their own devices, people are stupid. And they are. Come on, folks. You have Jew, you have Gentile. Gentiles weren't introduced until after Pentecost, right? So therefore, what happened before Pentecost, most of which, apart from the words of Yeshua, is not relevant to the Gentiles. Because their ancestors never lived that. They didn't have that covenant. They didn't have that law. Why now are people still thinking that Gentiles are accountable to the law that they never were accountable to? It's idiotic. It's baby. That's what I'm saying. That there are people that gave their life to God apparently. And I say apparently, it has to be said, because really, you've given life to God, but you're still the one running it? Completely? You never actually gave control of your life to God? You never asked God to lead you and guide you? Ask the Spirit in to lead you and guide you? Nah. But you think you give your life to God? Okay. Stupid. Yeah. It is. It's just ridiculous. But this is the point. This is where we are. This is where the church is. Ridiculous. There you go. Now, as I say, this is why being around people that say they're of God is so infuriating. When you listen to the crap that comes out of their mouth. or written down on Facebook or whatever. So, really? Really? You would claim to have prayed to God for that, and what you... Really? Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, as I say, you've got to deal with it with people in a way that's, you know, not screaming and shouting at them, but yeah. When you come across such things, your natural reaction is, oh, for fuck's sake, really? That's what you think? How on earth are you thinking that? How do you have so little understanding? After how many years? And you still have such tiny, teeny, weeny little understanding? Wow. Yeah. Not much astounds me, but that does. I mean, it shouldn't, because I've been around people that go to church for the last, what, how many years? 30 years? 30 years. So therefore, yeah. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. I'm still absolutely astounded by the levels of stupidity in people's understandings. How on earth are you believing that? Yeah. It is just bizarre. So there you go, as I say. Yeah. But that's what I say. If you are of God in a church full of people like this, then I really do feel for you, because it's going to be a struggle. Yeah. Yeah. To get past that. To be able to speak truth. But I just responded to a video where they were speaking to Martinez, a Manchester United central defender. And the interviewer said, "You played really well today, but things just didn't quite go your way. Excuse me, they conceded 3 goals and scored none. How on earth are you saying they played really well? Don't be bloody stupid." But again, in that, lies are preferred to truth, because lies are comfortable. If you tell a player, if you're interviewing a player and you say, "Oh, today you were terrible. Yeah, you wasted so many chances, and in defence, my God, you were blinking awful. Again, you conceded from another set piece." Are you training in that? Are you trying to do anything about that? Yeah, when you're training. It doesn't look like it, does it really? I don't think they're going to want to come to you again, are they, for an interview? Because you're not pepping them up. For some reason, they think it's your job as an interviewer to pep them up, to make them feel good. Sod off. It's your job as players to make the fans feel good. It's not the job of the fans or the interviewers to make you feel good. Sorry. You get paid a heck of a lot of money to make people feel good. That's a job of sports stars all over the world. Certainly American football, hockey, English football, all that sort of stuff. Your job is to make those people come in feel good. Those people pay lots of money to come and see you. They work crappy, shitty jobs where they get paid hardly anything compared to you. You're supposed to make them feel good, not the other way round. Insane. So there you go. Yeah. We're in a mad, mad world, aren't we? So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Be a blessing, be blessed, and have a good week. Bye-bye.